Hey, my name's Navid. I was an All-Star Code Scholar back in 2016, learning about computer science for the first time at the Google cohort. And the project that I made with my roommate back in college is the COVID-19 visualizer. So we came up with the idea back around in February when I literally just turned to him one day and was like, is this a problem for us yet? You know, is this a problem in America, in Pennsylvania? Because at the time it was really this foreign virus that was starting in China and hit Italy pretty hard, and that was about it. We weren't really concerned about it. You know, school hadn't gone off yet or anything like that. So finally we start looking for numbers, we start looking for data. There were some news sources, you know, some actual like TV news that we didn't really watch, and once we got to actually looking up data, there were differing results from the CDC and the WHO and the local Pennsylvania stations and all that. So we couldn't really find a solid or even really easy to read source on what the data was. And we found that this was an issue for a lot of people, and not just in Pennsylvania, but around the US and around the world. So we made the COVID-19 visualizer, which you can see here. All it does is pretty simply take the numbers from worldometers, which is this source right here. And as you can see, there are hundreds of entries, and it's just this one large table with every country in the world. And it lists things like total cases and total deaths, which is very important information, but people weren't really using this because of the way it, you know, functions and looks. So what we did was we compiled all that data and put it onto a 3D JavaScript globe on a website that anyone can access. And all you do is go to covidvisualizer.com. When you click on a country, you can see the number of active cases, deceased cases, recovered cases. You can click on this little chart to get a better view, etc. So the functionality is pretty straightforward. The colors were kind of our choice to make sure people knew it was a, you know, grim event, but also just so that people actually took it seriously. Because again, the end goal was to spread awareness and make sure that a lot of people were using this and checking in on their friends and family and telling their friends what the numbers were and making sure the website got shared in that regard. So you can also search up a country, like I have a lot of family and friends in Bangladesh, and if I didn't even know how to spell it right, for example, it would still be able to find it like this. And yeah, overall, again, there isn't too much to it because we wanted to keep it pretty simple, but you can also see the total numbers at the bottom here, and any more information you can find here, and especially links on how to share it, like Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, and that really got us trending on a lot of places. Overall, I think the project was really a success in terms of its UI and its UX, and a lot of people found that they were easily able to use it, and now we have, I think, over 100 million users that we've reached, so it's been really kind of challenging more finally on the business end than the tech end. I think once we built the prototype and it started working, a lot of the focus became on, you know, implementing user feedback and responding to a lot of kind of people asking questions about what to do with coronavirus or all this stuff. So we had to kind of figure out you know, what our job was or what our role was in actually dealing with these consumers. But overall, I think it was a really successful project, and in the future, you know, I think we can see this kind of data visualization being applied to climate change or forest fires or things of the like. And again, the end goal of this website is to never actually have to exist. But until then, I think it's been quite a useful source for a lot of people. Just wanted to say thank you for listening to this pitch. Thank you for supporting this project, as well as all the other Scholar projects, and for supporting All-Star Code altogether. Okay, thank you.